In this video, I'm gonna share all the tiny little secrets to compose your renders like a pro. What's going on, fellas? I'm Geo, this is Geo Creations. You can find me on Instagram as Jerwin. Let's jump right into the video. Have you ever felt like, I got a great design, but my presentation sucks? Don't worry, this video is made just for you. So don't skip the video and watch till the end. This video is asked by one of our friends in the community, and also it's based on this Instagram poll. Composition is the key factor which makes or breaks your presentation. Let's start this with some rules of composition used in photography. Rule of thirds. By this rule, you need to divide your canvas by 3. Horizontally and vertically. Now you can see these 4 intersection points which draws the most of our attention. These are the best places to place our subject. A lot of us would have placed our subject at dead center, but that's a terrible mistake. Our eyes feel more convenient while looking on the sides than the center. Following this rule will tend to make your subject easier to look at. Your client or juror should not have a hard time looking at your presentation, right? But for sure, there are exceptions. Placing your subject at dead center works really well sometimes. You can clearly see in this image, the subject is placed in the dead center. Here we have some examples for central compositions. Symmetry plays an important role in central composition. And also, these leading lines helps to drive the attention towards the subject, which is the next rule in our list. You can use the lines which are going through the vanishing point to drive the attention to your subject. It's better to keep your subject at one of these 4 points or at the center. The subject I mean is the point of interest. It need not to be a straight line, it can also be a curved one, just like this. Leave a like if you're learning something new today and hit that subscribe button. I upload every Wednesdays. Okay, let's get back into the topic. Sometimes we tend to forget that there is a thing called foreground because we are very obsessed with our subject and our background, which is our next point. Rather than being so obsessed with your subject, you can drive the attention gradually using a foreground. This will also help to fill the areas in the composition and makes the image more interesting. Also, you can see that it forms a natural frame to the subject, which serves the purpose of driving focus to your design. Speaking of focus, depth of field plays an important part in it. Here you can see how the depth of field affects the image. It emphasizes the building, right? Which makes it a lot easier for the viewer to concentrate on your design. You can achieve this by tweaking some of the settings in your render engines, or you can take it to a next level in post-processing. There are many kind of blur effects in Photoshop which you can play with. I mostly use field blur for these kind of jobs, or sometimes the radial blur effect in Adobe Camera Raw or Lightroom. And now let's talk about placing humans in our composition. Humans are mainly placed for 2 purposes. 1. To show the proportion of the building. 2. To show any activities associated with your design. As everyone have a basic idea of human scale, it's easy to convey the scale of your building by placing a human figure, which itself creates an interest in the composition. If it's only for the proportion, you can place 1 or 2 humans at the point of interest, like I did here. Or if you're showing any activities associated with your design, you can actually put a bunch of people doing that activity. But make sure that you're not distracting the viewer from the subject. Next, we are going to see a simple but very important trick, which is aligning your horizontals and verticals. Here you can clearly see that I have aligned the horizon and the verticals perfectly. This is really an important step. Also, don't forget to turn on the 2-point perspective option. It helps a lot in aligning the verticals. In case it's an angle view, you can make sure that the verticals are aligned and you are maintaining a perfect angle of vision. Also, be careful while you place the eye level. It could be at 1.6 meters or sometimes below that. And make sure the eyes of the humans you are placing are almost at the same level, because that's how it works in reality. So you can make sure that all the humans are maintained in the right proportion. Also, one more important point, which is aspect ratio. Playing with the aspect ratio helps to optimize your view to the fullest. For example, we use 4:5 ratio to completely optimize the post for our Instagram. But creating an interest solely depends on the elements in your composition. For example, in this post, I haven't used 4:5 because my building is too wide and I have no interesting elements at the top. Besides everything, you'll be able to make impressive composition if you are consistently practicing on it. Doing photography actually helps you in this very much. If you haven't watched my video on Photoshop rendering, check out that by clicking on this I button. I've also linked it down in the description. I believe you might have enjoyed the video. If you did so, don't forget to share this video with your friends, leave a like if you learned something new, and don't forget to join the community by subscribing to the channel. I upload videos every week. Leave your suggestion or doubt in the comments below, or you can give a DM on Instagram. Signing out for now, until next time, see ya.